Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Friday, and you know what that means? Flour it up. So I was thinking, I made wraps, tortillas, about 2 weeks ago or so, and not everybody has sourdough. And even I, at sometimes, have used my sourdough for other things, and I need to make wraps. So today, I'm showing you how I make wraps without sourdough. It's a really easy recipe, pretty much, and a few ingredients. So into a mixing bowl goes my flour, and I will include the recipe in the description box below as usual. So in goes my flour, then I put in my salt, and I use Redmond's real salt or pink Himalayan sea salt, depending on which one I get in my hands. My baking powder goes in next, and I'm just going to incorporate those dry ingredients all together with a spatula. And in goes my warm water, and there's only one other ingredient. Once I get that in goes my oil, and this is that easy. Yes, it's that easy. And I, 9 times out of 10, use olive oil. That's what I have in my kitchen, but I'm sure you can use whatever you like. And I also am going to show you this quick little tip. Just put some of the dough back in your measuring cup that you used the oil, and it gets every single last bit of that oil out, so you don't waste any. You'd be surprised how much is left in these measuring cups. See how clean that came out? No oil left in. And then I just go in with my hand. It's still warm from the warm water, and this takes all of maybe 2 minutes to come together, and I let it sit for about 15-20 minutes just in the bowl. I don't oil it, I don't do anything, just cover it and let it sit, rest for a couple of minutes, like 15 minutes max, 20 if you get sidetracked. And then I roll it out on the countertop, shape it into bowls, cut it into sections, shape it into bowls, and then roll it out. You can use one of those fancy, what are they called? The presses, or I just use a rolling pin. That's what I use. So I'm just going to turn my dough out onto a clean countertop. I'm not adding any additional flour. It doesn't need it, no oil or anything. You just want to knead for about 2 to 3 minutes till you get a really smooth dough ball. It comes together really quickly. And I will say the key here is to keep it covered. You don't want your dough to dry out. And here it is out of the bowl. I let it sit for about 20 minutes covered. I have a plastic top that fits my bowl, so I just put that on it. And here I'm just going to section it off into this will make about 12 to 16 of the wraps, depending on how big you make them, of course. If you make them smaller, you get more out of them. So I'm probably gonna get about 12 out of this particular batch. So if you want to use a kitchen scale at this point to make them all evenly sized, then you can. I just eyeball it and it works out pretty good. So now that I've got all my bowls, I'm just covering it with a piece of plastic to keep it from drying out. I'm just going to use my rolling pin to roll them out as thinly as I can. As I said, you can use one of those presses if you have one. I don't have one, so I'm just using my rolling pin, which works just as good. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I wish I would have thought about doing the trick I did last time with the pot top. I didn't, but it worked out in the end. So here I have my cast iron skillet, and it is already heated up. And I don't have any oil in this. That's just the seasoning that is on it. That's what you're seeing. And I'm going to get these cooked off just about 30 seconds or so on each side, because I'm going to actually make dinner with these tonight. So I am going to be cooking them again. So I don't want them to get too much color on them at the moment. So are you a hand flipper like I am, or do you use a spatula? Either way, I think works. So here's my stack of them, and I just have them on a plate with a paper towel and a dishcloth over them just to keep them warm. So for tonight's dinner, I am using them to make green enchiladas, and here they are. This is tonight's dinner. These are so versatile. Like I said, even with my sourdough ones, these are so versatile, and they are so easy to make. And here they are. I've used them to make grilled cheese sandwiches to go with tomato soup for lunch. And that's what I have here. I've stuffed them with chicken and beef and cheese and use them that way, just to make a, I don't even know what that's called, a quesadilla maybe. But yeah, they are versatile. I even use them to make pizza. So this is the crust of the pizza, and I just assemble the pizza on top as I normally do. And these were really good, really quick, and the family enjoyed them. So I hope you try this recipe. It's so easy to make and so versatile to use as well. And here is the pizza fully completed. This one is a chicken barbecue, and that's what he requested, so that's what I made. So this way everybody gets exactly what they want. I'm personally just a cheese person, and that's what I like. So this versatile recipe is so forgiving, so easy to make. I hope you try it. So remember, stay safe and keep prepping. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos.